There's a particular kind of fear that doesn't shout, it doesn't panic, and it doesn't look dramatic. It's quiet, subtle, and it usually shows up right before something important is about to change. If you have been feeling it lately, the hesitation, the tightness, the urge to stay put, even though staying no longer fits, I want you to know something. Nothing has gone wrong. Most people assume fear means stop, but that is not always the case. There's a kind of fear that appears you're just about to tell yourself the truth. This fear doesn't come from danger. It comes from leaving the familiar, even when the familiar is quite suffocating. Your brain is literally wired to protect what it knows and not what is next. This is why so many women feel unsettled right when clarity begins to form. The fear isn't a warning sign, it's a threshold. For me, this fear showed up not as panic, but as hesitation. My life looked right, successful, stable, admired, and yet something in me was tightening instead of expanding. That fear whispered questions I just didn't want to answer. What if I'm meant for more than this? That question didn't feel brave. It honestly was terrifying. But what if the fear wasn't trying to stop me? What if it was trying to slow me down enough to listen? Culturally, we're taught to label the moment as a crisis. But a crisis implies collapse. And what if this moment isn't a collapse at all? What if the fear is your internal compass recalibrating? Because fear often appears when you're about to stop betraying yourself. When this quiet fear arrives, most people rush. They overplan, they shut it down, they start talking themselves out of it. But you don't need answers yet. You simply need honesty. If you're standing at the edge of something right now, unsure, hesitant, quietly afraid, that does not mean you're failing. It often means you're listening. And fear isn't the enemy of change.